The biggest mistake people make when it comes to productivity is thinking that it starts after work begins. Let's be real. With morning routines trending all over the place, thanks to guys like Ashton Hall, everybody's trying to wake up 3:52 a.m. like it's a flex. Stop. You don't have to punish your body to disguise that you're productive. Let me show you a real morning routine that helps you win your day. Most people think productivity means working hard, but the top 1%, they don't think that way. The top 1% understand that it's about doing the right thing at the right time. And that means fun, rest, play, eating. It's all productive if it's intentional. Burnout happens when we confuse being busy with being aligned. And it all begins the moment you wake up. Let me walk you through what's worked for me, not for aesthetics, but for actual focus, clarity, and momentum. My morning routine is quite an easy one. My alarm usually goes off by 5 a.m. Sometimes, if I need to hit the gym super early, I wake up before my alarm. But on some days that I'm really exhausted, I hit the snooze button, and some days I'm up before my alarm. But 9 out of 10 days, I wake up the moment my alarm goes off if I am around my phone. And I really think that sleep is important. Some days that you're really tired, you can hit snooze. Don't rob your body of recovery. So right from the moment I wake up, I go straight to my Bible app, the YouVersion app. If you have the app on your phone, you should try it out. It's awesome. It gives me a verse of the day, there's a sermon, and there's also a prayer that anchors my day. And it could be a short prayer or you could use the guided prayer. Some of my best days are started with God. If your spirit is centered around God, your day runs smoother. The moment I'm done praying and reading my verse of the day, I dive straight into meditation and I do it for just 5 minutes. Meditation used to be long for me, but because I have a lot to do with my time, I'd shorten down my whole morning routine to 25 minutes and I do my meditation for 5 minutes. Now, in case meditating is difficult for you, what I do is I just do deep, focused breathing. So I breathe in for 4 seconds, I hold for 4 seconds and I breathe out for 4 seconds. What that does is that it helps you focus on the meditation at that moment because you're counting down. Now, one important thing is that, like, what you do shows up when you're meditating. So if you scroll Instagram the moment you wake up, your mind will be chaos. But if you go to the Bible, you read the Word of God, or you visualize, but you just do something that is good, your day runs smoother, your mind will be clearer. When you meditate, you're going to be meditating on the truth. But the days that I have scrolled and I close my eyes, I see everything that I scrolled on just replays on my mind. So if you want your meditation to be very intentional, you want to start your day by not scrolling at all. Stay away from your phone. Maybe read the Bible. If you're doing that on your phone, make sure you have other apps blocked so you can meditate the right way. And I try to keep mine short, but if longer meditation time works for you, that's fine. After meditation, I go straight into visualization. Now, my problem with the opinions on visualization is that soulless entrepreneurs are saying that visualization does not work. All of that is bullshit. It's a lie. Visualization is not woo-woo. Every great innovator or great person in life visualized. They all took visualization seriously. People even greater than the so-called entrepreneurs telling you that visualization is bullshit. Da Vinci visualized, Nikola Tesla visualized. Albert Einstein said that most of his equations, the E equals mc square, came from him visualizing.
Of the same thing, a somewhat unfamiliar conception for the average mind. Furthermore, the equation E is equal mc square, in which energy is thought equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy. and vice versa.
Nikola Tesla says before he builds any machine, he runs it through his mind to see if it's going to work in real life. So it is not BS. But at the same time, I try to keep mine short. What I do is I run a highlight reel of my life. And just for clarity, the reason I keep these things short is because I want enough work time for myself. So if I don't want a 2 hour morning routine that would affect or take time for intentional deep work that I want to do. So I run a highlight reel of my life with a timer on. I keep it short and simple. But if longer visualization time works for you, that's fine. But what I want to say is that if you do not visualize consistently, try it for 7 days and watch what happens. You're going to love it. After 5 minutes of visualization, the next thing that I do is I affirm. I'm a firm believer of what you say, you become. So speak life and speak what you want to be now. I have 15 different affirmations that I affirm every morning. I do it at night too. And they've shaped my mindset and my reality. The thing is that like what you say to yourself is much more important than what people say about you. So if you continuously say positive and life-changing things about yourself, it reflects in your life because it is deep in your subconscious and your psyche. I've created a document and the link is in the description to download like the whole sequence of my morning routine. So make sure you stick from the beginning to the end of this video so you can download it and use it for yourself. If you already have a morning routine that works best for you, then you might not download it. But I advise that if you want to save time and have enough time to work, you should download it and try it out because it's just 25 minutes, the whole morning routine. After my affirmations, I check my bank accounts, my crypto or Bitcoin wallets, and I check my investments daily. I believe that money is a jealous lover, and if you ignore her, she will find someone else. And checking my bank accounts and my portfolios keeps me grounded and motivated daily. Some of my highest earning years were the years that I checked my bank account or how much I'm worth every morning. So you want to make sure that you do that because there's a saying that like a man that has no money in his bank account has no choice but to work. I've heard Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank say that as long as he's looking at his bank account, he'll always work because for some reason you always feel that he's broke and he needs money. So that kind of mindset would keep you grounded. But when you don't know what your numbers are, you wouldn't have a sense of hunger or strive to make more money. So I make sure it is part of my daily routine. I check all my bank accounts, wallet, portfolios, everything that has money in it. That's what I do. And I think you should do the same too. When I'm done checking my bank accounts and portfolios, the next thing I do is that I plan my day. I think this is one of the most important, if not the most important part of your daily routine. Maybe after praying and affirmation, I'll put planning your day next because planning my days helps me know what deserves my time and attention and what doesn't. And I usually pair this with a quick gratitude journal where I write the things that I'm grateful for, the most important thing that I have to do for that day, and the attitude that I want to show myself and the world. And if you've watched my video on journaling, where I go into details on how to make your life better through journaling, you can check that out on my previous video, or you can click on this side of the screen to catch the video. Having gratitude about the things that has happened in your life and planning your day, it's a very powerful combo, and I advise that as long as you're watching this video, try it out before you plan your day. Things that you want to do, just write a few things that you're grateful for. It could be three, it could be four, it could be five. Gives you clarity and gives you a clear mind into working towards your day or working on as your day unfolds. Then the very last thing I do in my morning routine is review my systems. Systems is the most important thing in getting work done because I have team days. I have days I do outreach, so I send emails and cold DMs. I have days I shoot content, and my content days are Tuesdays and Fridays. Like I'm shooting this video on a Friday, and I also have days I track my engagement, my growth on social media, and other things as well as like the impact that I'm making. System keeps me aligned with my tasks for my daily and my weekly, the input or the work that I have to do for days or weeks. Systems make productivity effortless, and I've created a systems template that you can use as well to keep your tasks aligned for your daily and your weekly goals and tasks or things that you have to do. There's a saying that don't set goals, create systems. Without systems, your goals will be hard to achieve. And I'm testing that now this year, and I can see that there's a big leap in my life from not following or having systems in 2024 and having a structured system in 2025. And I've been following it all year, and I attribute 90% of my success to my systems because it has kept me aligned with doing the right things at the right days and right times. So system is like really important, and I want you guys to all have systems. So that's why I'm sharing mine as well. And like I said earlier, the link is going to be in the description. It's a document, or I could still use a template, but I prefer a Google document of my weekly and daily system. So you can, but it's going to be tailored to how your day is designed. So you're not really following my systems. It's just an optional tag of how to structure your daily and your weekly system. So you should have it. So yeah, that's my morning routine. It's not aesthetics, it's systems. And I do this in 25 minutes or less, and it sets the tone for everything. If you want to build your own powerful morning routine and create systems that helps you stay more focused, consistent, and successful, then check out my productivity blueprint. The link is in the description. Inside, I show you how to build habits, stay focused, track progress, and be more consistent. And it all starts from using my productivity blueprints. Let's stop surviving the day and let's start dominating it. Now we are in the second part of this video that focuses on making the most out of your day after your morning routine has set the tone. Here's the thing. Productivity isn't just about checking things off a to-do list, it's about feeling good while doing the work. And that is the entire message behind Ali Abdal's brand, and it's really insightful book, Feel Good Productivity. And if you haven't read it yet, seriously, grab a copy. It's going to change how you see getting things done. After your morning routine is done, the next thing that you want to do is for your body. For me, I recommend a light but energizing breakfast, something with protein. Me personally, I go for a cup of coffee. I have some fish rolls or some egg rolls. Sometimes I have a proper meal. It depends on the vibe of that morning. And if you're not a coffee person, you can try electrolytes or maybe just a tall glass of water. But it's important to feel energized and feel nourished before you dive into work. And if you're not somebody that likes breakfast, hear me out. It's important to have something, even if it's super light, to avoid those mid-morning hunger distractions, especially if you're a morning person, because your peak productive hours are 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So you don't want to do it on an empty stomach because it's going to truncate your work. So have something light, have something with protein that would semi kind of fill you up, then dive into deep work from maybe like 8 to 11:30 a.m. or like 9 to 11 a.m. depends on the work that you're doing. But if you do admin work, you need a light breakfast that's energizing because it's going to be a big factor of how you show up that day. After having a light but energizing breakfast, the next thing to do when you want to dive into work is to eliminate distraction, starting with your phone. Let's be real, the hardest part of productivity isn't the work, it's staying focused. And your biggest enemy, you guessed right, is your phone. If you've read Atomic Habits by James Clear, he recommends keeping your phone in another room because it works. Because standing up and walking down to another room to grab your phone, the impulse just kills it you know. And this might sound harsh, but it's really effective. The truth is that there's a war for your attention, And if you don't protect it like your life depends on it, you won't reach your full potential. Now, listen, tech companies are hiring food scientists to make social media as addictive as junk food. That's terrifying. So you want to protect your focus with everything that you have. In today's world, focus isn't just about productivity, it's the foundation of success today. Like I was telling a friend of mine the other day that I think with all the resources that we have, the only thing that can stop anybody from being successful is if they are distracted. Because if you're focused and you work with AI tools, you can build a business from scratch. By the AI will literally do everything for you. All you have to do is just stay focused. And I heard Otto Brooks say that there's nothing really happening on social media that's really changed my perspective. He said that there's nothing important that they are talking about. It's just noise. It's not important to you or anything that will move your life forward. So if you have that kind of mindset, staying off social media and focusing on your work is great. It's really important today. Now I know this is easier said than done because a lot of us work on our phone. So if you work on your phone, I got you. I do as well. 60% of my work is done on my phone and 40% is done on my PC. And just there are tools that can help you stay focused while working on your phone. Now, I know it's going to sound ironic, but I found a focused app on Instagram. I was doom scrolling and I saw the ad was like a meme, and it was just really funny and cool. And I thought, wow, like if I could stumble on an an app or a software that helps me stay focused while scrolling on Instagram, then I should try it. The name of the app is Opal. I downloaded it. I've been using it for a year now. Every time that he posts something on Instagram, I comment and I say thank you, Opal, because they've really helped my focus. Opal is a great app. I'm not affiliated with them. This is not sponsored. It's just a tool that I've been using to stay focused, and the app is just great overall. You can track your focus hours, you can block apps, put them on easy and hard mode, and you can monitor your screen time as well. It's clean. It helps you breathe in and breathe out, basically like touching grass before you unlock the apps that you've blocked. It's awesome. I want you to try Opal if you haven't used it before. You're going to thank me later. It's available on App Store, Play Store. If you want to stay focused while working on your phone, Opal is your go-to application to use. Now, blocking apps is step one, but if you want to 10x your productivity, set a timer. I mean, not just any timer like a clock or a watch, but a visual timer that counts down. And an app I use is called Focus Timer, and it follows the Pomodoro technique. So it's 25 minutes of deep work and 5 minutes break, rinse and repeat. And this keeps me focused on my work because whenever I turn the timer on and I'm working on something, I ask myself a question: am I on the clock? My answer is yes. Then I have no choice but to focus on just what I'm working. And it helps me because it creates a sense of urgency. And when you start using the focus timer, you understand how short time really is. 1 hour is not a long time. That's two Pomodoros and two breaks in between. And I love to finish what I'm doing before taking a break, which is not so healthy and I don't really like all the time because I end up working for an extra 10-15 minutes. But I really do recommend 25, even if your work is not done, and you know, take a 5 minutes break. Now, here's where it gets tricky. For your 5 minutes break, do not go to social media and scroll. I have like a list of things I do for my 5 minute break without using my phone on on my 5 minutes break after 25 minutes deep work. One is touch, go outside and touch grass. I'm kidding. I do deep breathing work. You can stare out your window, but I recommend that you get up because after sitting down for 25 minutes, you feel uneasy. So get up, take a walk around your office space if you work in your office, or take a walk around your house. You can look at the window. You can just write things down. Another thing you can do is go get sunlight. Really important. Get sunlight in your eyes. Walk around. Get fresh air. You could meditate, you could skim around the book, you could write your thoughts or your ideas, and 5 minutes really goes by fast. But this is what has been helping me stay productive and focused on my work. The combination of Opal and Focus Timer is life changing when it comes to work. You get a lot more done than you can ever imagine. So the app is still available on the App Store and the Play Store. Although it's a little bit annoying because the app monetizes with ads. I don't think you can I don't know, but maybe later on, but they monetize with ads. So if you find it annoying, you can pay for their pro so you don't get ad. But I use the Focus Timer. It's available on App Store. I really don't know about Play Store, but I think it should be. And that's the app that I've been using as well for to physically see my timer countdown from 25 minutes to zero. It's really helpful. You should try it. Now let's talk real talk. Even after doing all of this, blocking apps, systems, timers, everything. A lot of people still don't feel fulfilled and productive. And I understand because I've been there. I used to see work as this painful grind I had to push through every day just to make progress. And honestly, I blame the hardcore hustle culture. You know the vibe, the David Goggins or Alex Omozi, drill sergeant type mindset. Respect to them, but that energy isn't for everyone. Work isn't supposed to feel like punishment. You actually be more productive when you enjoy the process. And here's a quick analogy. Let's say you want to hang out with a friend. If it's a friend that you really like, you show up differently. You show up more positive. You're more warm. You're more happy. You're more open to do things with them. But if it's a friend that you don't like, you discover that you do not show up happy, especially if it's something that you have to do. You show up with your energy already drained. It's the same thing with work too. If you see work as this annoying chore, it's going to affect your energy, how happy you do the work, and your results will suffer. And this is the main reason why so many people work and they don't get results. And I've been there before. I've been there for a long time because I saw it as punishment. So the key to getting over this is making your work enjoyable. So how do you make work fun, especially if it's boring? These are questions that are overlooked because we see work as this chore or as this annoying thing that we just have to do to get by or live a purposeful life. And that's where the problem is because how you feel really determines the result of the efforts that you put in your work. So little things like sitting in a comfortable chair, keeping fruits and snacks close. A really powerful one is playing music while you work, music that you enjoy, or listening to maybe your favorite podcast. Um, Light the candle if it's cold, or you can turn on the air conditioning if it's hot. I know you're quite surprised I'm saying things like this, but this has really worked for me and it made my process of productivity or work really fun, enjoyable, and purposeful. And snacks is also cool as well because if you're having something that is a little bit sweet, it kind of like gives you a good feeling and it makes your work fun that way. And why this is important is because if you do a lot of admin work like I do, which is emails, reaching out to people, trying to collaborate, and even shooting videos, especially earlier in your journey when you're not making a shit ton of money, so you can't really do the fun stuff. You have to take small or little things like this seriously because there are things that bring life to the work that you do and it's really going to affect your results. So make your work fun, make it enjoyable, and see how to see just check out your results in 3 4 months and just see how it is. And like I said, like I've always said throughout this video, you can thank me later or you can choose not to. But these are things that I really recommend that has personally helped me. And I think it can help you wherever you are in your journey. As long as your work feels unfulfilling, these little things are going to change how you view work and make it a more enjoyable process for you. There's one last secret I've been using, the final piece of my system, and honestly, it's the most powerful one. It's what has helped me collapse a year's worth of goal into 3 months. And now I've decided to help a few people do the same. If you're serious about taking control of your time, locking in a winning routine, and finally hitting your goals, I'm opening up a special opportunity, and I'm only choosing 5 people to work hand in hand with me who implement these exact systems customized to your life. And I'll make sure you stay focused, consistent, and on track every step of the way. If this sounds like something you've been needing, then go ahead and click the first link in the description. Let's make this the year that everything changes. Don't let another month go by stuck in the same cycle. So let's recap the productivity systems. Number one is after your morning routine, have a light but energetic breakfast. If you're super hungry, you could have a proper meal. The second thing you want to do is block distractions. I think Opal app is the best, but if you have other apps that can help you, then go for it. Third, use timers. Make sure that you're counting down. Make sure you're tracking your work hours. And I use focus timer so I can like visually see my time counting down using the Pomodoro technique. Fourth is you should take real breaks. Breaks are really important in your work, whether it's physical or it's intellectual. Those 5 minutes, 10 minute breaks in between work keeps you refreshed and more focused. And lastly, make work feel good. Make your workspace and your workflow an enjoyable process. Play music or listen to a podcast. Make sure the temperature is right. Just these little things that I mentioned. And if you can do all of this consistently, you're going to get more done in less time and you feel good while achieving your goals. I don't think there's anything better than that. I mean, if it feels like a tough grind to achieving your goals, it feels like you fought a literal war to get there. But when the process is fun and enjoyable, it's easier for you to replicate. You no longer run from work because it's fun. And these are the simple things that nobody talks about because we are so focused on things that don't really matter. These little things matter as much as the big things. So I want you to really do all of this. If you get to this part of the video, you got this. I truly believe that after watching this video, your mindset, your focus, and your systems are much sharper than they were before you hit play. If you take what I've said in this video and actually implement them, these routines and these systems, it's only a matter of time before you become one of the most successful people in the world. And consistency also plays a big role. You might do all of this and not be as successful as you want in 3 months. But trust me, if you do all of this in a year, two, three, four, and just live your life that same way, believe me that you're going to be one of the most known and most successful people in the world. And I'm saying this with conviction because I believe that is where I am headed because this is my routines and my system. Now, if this video brought you any kind of value, the best way to show appreciation is to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, share this video. Now, if you do none of these things that I've said, please share this video with anybody that you care about. Like even share it with your enemies. It might change their lives as well. That's how powerful this message of routines and productivity system is. And as always, that I'll always say in every video, success is the only option for you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.